Good afternoon, viewers, and my dear Vidhyalakshmi school students. I am Venugopal, Department of Commerce and HOD of Commerce and Accountancy. Today, we are going to discuss 12th subject Accountancy, Chapter 1, Incomplete Records. So, what is mean by incomplete record? See the word incomplete record. Records not completed properly. That is mean by incomplete record. முழுமை பெறாத ஏடுகள், முழுமை பெறாத குறிப்புகள் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க தமிழ்ல சொல்றதா இருந்தா. ஸோ இங்க தகவல்கள் முழுமையா இல்லை, அங்கங்கே விட்டுருக்கு. ஸோ அதனால தான் இது பேர் நம்ம இன்கம்ப்ளீட் ரெக்கார்ட்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். ஸோ இந்த இன்கம்ப்ளீட் ரெக்கார்ட்ஸ்ல என்னென்ன அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் நம்ம மெயின்டைன் பண்றோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, பர்சனல் அக்கௌண்ட் மெயின்டைன் பண்ணுவோம், கேஷ் அக்கௌண்ட் மெயின்டைன் பண்ணுவோம், ரியல் அக்கௌண்ட், நாமினல் அக்கௌண்ட் we are not maintaining in incomplete records. So based on that, in our statement, so incomplete records we are maintaining two type of accounts are there. One is statement of affairs method or net worth method or capital comparison method, and second one conversion method. So the first one, statement of affairs, means we find out the result of opening capital and closing capital. Opening capital, closing capital. After that, finally, end of the year, we prepare the statement or profit or loss. Then how to prepare the statement or profit or loss? What is the formula for statement or profit or loss? Then based on that, we will discuss about few sums one by one. I will explain in the board. Okay. Then first one, the statement or profit or loss. What is the formula? So if you take the formula, first one, you take it here. First we will take the statement. Profit or loss as on 31/3/2019. See, in our question is given, the based on that now we are preparing statement of profit or loss as on 31/3/2018. So in this base, so what is the formula, sir? அது எப்படி நம்ம ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்றது? அதுக்கு என்ன சார் ஃபார்முலா அப்படின்னா, first we will take closing capital. Closing capital, then after add drawings, then after less additional capital. After that, we find out the answer is called here adjusted closing capital. After that, you can write less opening capital. Finally, find out the result of profit or loss during the year. Okay, my dear student. So this is the formula for our statement or profit or loss as on 31/3/2019. Then closing capital, first one. After that, add drawing. After that, less additional capital. After that, find out the answer name is adjusted closing capital. After that, less opening capital. Finally, find out the result of profit or loss during the year. So based on this formula, now we will discuss about the first sum. See, now I will read the question. Right. Now we will discuss the answers. Now I will discuss the topic. First one is given the question, capital at the beginning of the year. Beginning of the year means opening. So opening capital always start from 1st April or 1st January. In this question is given the 1st April 2018, the value is 5 lakhs. After that, given the second one, capital at end of the year. So end of the year, start from April means end of the year always March. End of the March 12 months point of view. 31st March 2019 and write the value 8,50,000. After that, it will take the additional capital during the year 1,20,000. After that, finally the given the drawings during the year 70,000. Then based on that, find out the profit or loss. Okay. Now we will go for the answer. Right. Now, first, closing capital and write the value 8,50,000. Then after we will add drawings. How much is given? 70,000. So 8,50,000 plus 70, 9,20,000. After that, we can less additional capital. What is the value of additional capital? Is given 1,20,000. So 9,20,000 minus 1,20,000, remaining 8 lakhs. Then after we can find out the answer. 8 lakh name is closing adjusted capital. After that, we can less opening capital. So what is the opening capital? Right. So it's given 5 lakhs. You can write the value 5 lakhs. So now the adjusted closing capital is 8 lakh and the opening capital is 5 lakhs, and find out the answer deducted from this one. Answer is 3 lakhs. So this is the answer. See, adjusted closing capital is more than the opening capital mean, and find out the answer means profit. Profit during the year. Very clear, my dear student. So in this statement or profit or loss, first we will take closing capital. After that, add drawings. After that, we can list additional capital. After that, find out the answer name is adjusted closing capital. After that, less opening capital and see the value for the opening capital or adjusted closing capital. Here, adjusted closing capital compared to opening capital more than the value, then the find out the answer is profit during the year. Very clear, my dear student. Now we will move on seconds. Now see, from the following particulars, ascertain profit or loss. This is also same model of find out the answer of profit or loss. Oh, this is also the same way. We can write the name for here. First statement on profit or loss. First, we can write it here. Okay, sir. Right. Now we can see the second sum. Write the name of statement of profit or loss as on December 31st December 2018 and rupees symbol. Now we will move on. The first one. See what is the given the values for the question. Capital as on 1st January. This is the opening capital 2,20,000, and second one capital as on 31st December. Value is 1,80,000. So December means closing capital. After that take the third one, additional capital introduced during the year 40,000, and finally the drawings made during the year rupees 50,000. Now based on that we will do the again find out the answer for the this question. First one we will take here closing capital. What is the value? Good, 1,80,000. Right. Then next one, add drawings. So add drawing, here drawings value is given 50,000. 50,000. So 1,80,000 plus 50, 2,30,000. Very good. Next, we'll move on. Next one, less additional capital. So what is the value of additional capital is given here? 40,000. So 2,30,000 and minus 40,000 and remaining you will get 1,90,000. This value is called adjusted closing capital. Adjusted closing capital. After that we will take less opening capital. What is the value is given here? Opening capital 2,20,000. 2,20,000. Now we will check it here. The adjusted closing value 1,90,000, but the opening capital value is 2,20,000. So compared to adjusted closing capital, then the opening capital is value is more than. So what is the difference amount? Here 20,000 plus 10,000. 30,000. Find out the answer. So answer is 30,000. So in this amount for us loss during the year. So last term we find out the answer is profit, but this sum we find out the answer is loss during the year. Because the answer is compared to adjusted closing capital, then opening capital value is more than that. So that point of view, to find out the result name is loss during the year. Okay, now we will move on. Third one. Right. Now we will see the third sum. From the following details, calculate missing figure. Here, question mark is given. So before we had two sums, we had discussed find out the answer on profit or loss. But in this question is given the closing capital value for the 31st March 2018, 80,000, then additional capital during the year 30,000, then after drawings during the year 15,000, then after find out the opening capital 1/4/2017. So how much he invests money from the started business of 1/4/2017, find out the opening capital. Finally is given loss during the year 25,000. So based on that, now we will do the sum. Find out the answer. Right, opening capital. Then how to find out the answers are the same format, nothing will be changed, but we write the value in the as per formula wise. Okay, write the heading first one. Now, statement of profit or loss as on 31/3/2018. Now, first we'll take the value of closing capital. Do you understand, my dear students? Right. So first we'll take closing capital. So what is the value is given in your question paper? Closing capital is 80,000. And write the value first, 80,000. After that, we'll take the second one, add drawings. Right. What is the drawings value is given? 15,000. You can write the value 15,000. So 80 plus 15, 95,000. After that, we deduct the value of less additional capital. What is the name? Additional capital. Okay, what is the value is given in your book? Additional capital 30,000. So 95 minus 30, remaining balance 65,000. Then this value name is, what is the name? Adjusted closing capital. Clear? Next, we'll move on. Less opening capital. But in your question, there is no opening capital. That is, we have to find out the answer, the given question mark. So based on that, after that, you can write here loss during the year, the last entry, loss during the year. How much is given? 25,000. So here adjusted closing capital 65,000. Loss during the year 25,000 means find out the opening means keep your mind whenever the find out the result loss is given, you can always add with the adjusted closing capital. For example, profit is given, always less with the adjusted closing capital. So based on this question, the loss is given, so you take the adjusted closing value 65,000 and add for 25,000 for the last value. Now we are find out the answer of opening capital is 90,000. Very clear? So this way we have to find out the answer of opening capital. Okay, students, do you understand? Okay, next. Now we will move on. Next one, fourth sum. Okay, right. Right. Now we'll see the fourth sum. Do you understand, my dear students? You are all following? Right. Listen, the fourth sum. From the following details, calculate the capital as on 31st December 2018. The questions are given. The capital as on 1st January, opening capital is given 1 lakh. And next one, goods withdrawn for personal use by the owner. Goods withdrawn means here drawing. Keep your mind. Sometimes they give the name of drawing. Sometimes instead of that, they will give the name of withdrawing. So goods withdrawn, personal use the owner, rupees 30,000. After that, additional capital introduced. Additional capital 15,000 during the year. Profit for the year 60,000. So what we have to find out, sir, here? You find out the answer name is closing capital. How to find out closing capital? Now I dictate the sum. Just see the board. Right. Write the name for again. Right. Now, write the name here. Wait a minute, ma. Right. Right. Write the name here again. Statement of profit or loss. Statement of profit or loss. Generally, we will say the missing information. You can write the name here also. Missing information. In your book is given the question. Okay, and date. For 1st January 2018 means the closing date 31/12/2018. Are they clear? Now we will move on based on that. We will take the first sum, closing capital. So closing capital, we have to find out the answer. Okay, next we will move on. And drawings. So what is the value is given? The drawings, rupees 30,000. You can write the value here, 30,000. Okay. After that, you will take the value less additional capital. So what is the value of additional capital is given in your book? 15,000. Right. Next, you take adjusted closing capital. So what is the adjusted closing capital? We have to find out. And finally, opening capital less. So opening capital means, what is the value is given in your book? 1 lakh. Then after that, find out the name, profit during the year. Profit during the year, 60,000. So the last sum I dictated very clearly. Whenever the adjusted closing capital and find out the profit or loss. So last question is given. Find out the opening capital. What we did? The loss add with adjusted closing capital. Find out the answer of opening capital. But here question is given. Profit is given, then opening capital is given. So 60,000, then minus 1 lakh. So what is the value here? See here, the profit during the year 60. Then actually 1 lakh 40. So you will take it here, the value of minus. So minus point of view, you will take the value here. $1,60,000. After that, we can add in these two, 1,60,000. So here the value is given, adjusted closing capital, 1,60,000, then 15. So less adjusted closing capital, 15,000. So you will take it the value here, 15 you can add. So 1,75,000. So 1,75,000 and minus drawing. Why sir we can minus drawing means? Here find out the answer is closing capital. Whenever the closing capital value is given, we can add the value in reverse order. First you take the profit 60,000, then opening capital 1 lakh, add both of you 1,60,000. After that we take 15,000 For the adjust additional capital, add, you will get 1,75,000. After that, less with drawing, find out the answer is opening capital 1,45,000. So this is right answer. You can check it once again. See, closing capital 1,45,000 plus 30,000, add drawing. So what is the total here? 1,75,000. So 1,75,000 after deduction for our additional capital 15,000. So we can add 1,45,000 plus 30,000, 1,75,000 less 15, remaining 1,60,000. After that, less opening capital. So 1,60,000 minus 1,00,000, remaining balance 60,000. Find out the answer is correct. Are you clear? So we can take the same order. While you find out the closing capital means we can add reverse order. First you can add profit, opening capital, adjusted, then after additional capital, then after less drawing, find out the answer of closing capital. Are you clear, my dear students? Now, next we will move on. The last sum, fifth one. See the question. From the following details, calculate missing figure. So which question? Question number is given. Which values are missing here? Drawings during the year. How to find out drawing? Before sum we discussed it. Find out the closing capital. So we can add all less with addition drawings. But here we can add all less with closing and find out the answer of drawings. Are you clear? Now we can discuss about this sum. How to do? Right. See the board, my dear student. First we will take write the same statement of profit or loss or within bracket missing figure. What is the year is given? Closing capital 31st March 2019. Are you clear? Now we will go for the first value. What is the first one? Good, very good. Closing capital. So what is the value of closing capital? Anyone? Good, 50,000. Next, what we have to write? Add drawings. Good. Drawings. What is the drawings value is given? This I have to find out. We have to find out this answer. After that, we can write less additional capital. Additional capital. What is the value is given? Additional capital 7,000. Right. What is the next one? Adjusted closing capital. Adjusted closing capital. These are also we have to find out. After that, we can write the name of less opening capital. Right. What is the value of opening capital? See, the book is given 40,000. Right. Last one is given profit during the year. Profit during the year. What is the value is given? 8,000. Right. So, finally find out the answer is 8,000 profit means, now we'll check it out. How to value? 8,000 plus 40. 48,000. Then 48,000 plus 7,000. 55,000. 55,000. So you will take the 55,000, then less with closing capital. What is the value of closing capital? 50,000. So 55,000 minus 50,000 and remaining balance answer 5,000. So this way we have to find out the answer for drawings. Do you understand, my dear students? So my dear students, today we have discussed the 5 different types of find out the answer for the statement of profit or loss method. The first one we discuss for the find out the answer of profit. Second one, find out the answer of profit or loss. Third model, we find out the answer of opening capital. Fourth model, we find out the answer of closing capital. And fifth one, we find out the answer of drawings. Okay, are you clear? Okay, my dear student, do you understand? So next class we will discuss about one more another topic. Thank you very much. Then viewers, if you like, share me and like. Thank you very much.